Hello, everyone. This is Farahna Cruise Podcast, and today we are with Faliana. Hello, Faliana.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm good, thank
How's
you.
everything?
Great.
Since we are looking right now at the Nile, how do you feel about the whole sailing experience for the very first time down the Nile?
It has been great. It has been unexpected because it is my first time in Egypt, first time in the Nile, but it is the first time I've been on a cruise, like ever.
Okay, so we're the very first time on a cruise on the Nile River with us here on Farahna
Yeah.
Cruise, right?
And I like it. It's very nice.
So how did you find the place? First of all, like the very first impression, was it what you expected? Was there anything like really impressive once you came here?
I think I wasn't expecting anything, and that's the best part of it because everything is a surprise and everything is good for me. But I love that it's quiet and peaceful. Like when I used to think about cruises and the experience of being on a cruise, I would think about loud and noisy and messy, and this is like total.
Like it's all like it's too much people on the ship and everything's going on and
Yeah,
this is what you
everything
mean.
here is like very peaceful and everyone is like quiet and calm, and I don't know, it just feels like we're sailing like peacefully over a beautiful view.
Yes, and okay, so since your very first time here, did you happen to find any detail, like specific detail that has really caught your attention?
You mean about like the people or the place?
I
or
mean,
everything?
details of the place. We're going to get more into the staff and everything, but I
Okay.
mean, a specific detail.
Everything is like white and like clean. I don't know. I'm very simple about aesthetics, and I love that everything is white and clean and it's not like visually crowded, but like I don't know, like pretty.
So you feel like more comfortable, like you're feeling home. Okay. Speaking about being comfortable and being, feeling home, how did you find the staff? How did you find the hospitality? How did it?
Great.
Really great.
Yeah, I think it's the best part. Everyone is so nice and they're so funny and like they joke around, and they'll have like little details, like my sister is allergic to peanuts and she said it like the first time the night we got here, and they've been completely aware about it. And I don't know, everything, the little details, they'll always have a smile. I love the hospitality.
You felt like the people around you, you felt home. You felt comfortable. And about the bedrooms, the cabins, and everything. How did you find it? How
Perfect.
perfect for you?
Yeah, it's perfectly. The size is great. The view is great. Whenever we go out and we come back, everything is clean again. So like
Logic.
yeah, like we went out for dinner and we came back and my sister was like, "Oh, they made a room again. Like everything is perfect." And they create little animals of the towels. I love that.
So you were fascinated about the towels, the small towels.
Yeah, and the staff. I remember I went in after they made the elephant, and the guys of the staff had just made the elephant, and they were like in the room next door, and they were like waiting. Yeah, like they wanted to see the reaction because they were like, "Oh, she's gonna go in."
We happen to make so much effort in that.
Yeah, but it's like they enjoy their job, so I think that you can feel that they are happy here and that they enjoy their job, and that's why they make it perfectly.
And for the programs that the cruise has managed to, do it for the guests, how did you find it? Did you find it like really, really good for your own tour and your own traveling experience, or how did you find it?
I think the programs are great. I love that they print.
They get printed.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're someone like you like
I
something.
know I know what's going to happen at what time, and like I literally took a picture and my sister's like, "Oh, what are we doing?" And I'm like, "Wait."
You have the picture with you,
Uh-huh.
right in the pocket.
And I think it's great. Everything is planned to the detail.
And for as you know that we're going to Aswan, are you familiar with Aswan? Still not.
Really?
So you're going to leave it as a surprise.
Yeah.
Okay, and you mentioned something about the, your sister allergic to some kind of food or something. So how did you find your food?
Great.
Great.
Yes. I wasn't sure what to expect, like what kind of food, but I think everything is very nice. There's a lot of variety, but I've been trying different like Egyptian foods. I don't know the names. Before you ask, I have no idea. But everything is nice. I'm like, and whenever I ask, I'm like, what is this? They tell me a weird name, and I'm like, okay,
perfect.
I'll have it.
Yeah, but we've been having a cooking class. So did you join?
Yeah,
How was it?
it was nice.
Can't you remember the play you did?
The shawarma.
That's what. That's what. That's easy.
That's easy.
That's everywhere. Okay, and since we are talking about hospitality, did that give you some kind of warmth to the place? Because the most important thing about being in a place where some days it has to feel home. It doesn't have to feel stressful. So did that really impact your traveling? Did that really impact your tours and everything?
Yes, I think it's also experiencing different things. Like many people can come to the Nile and many people can come to Egypt, but I don't know how many people can have the experience of having a cooking class and with a chef, which is very happy and nice about it. And I'm terrible at cooking, but I tried it anyways, and I think it's
Came
it
out
feels
good?
like
Tasty?
it tasted good, and it's very nice to feel. Yeah, I can feel at home.
Okay, and we have visited like several monuments, of course. You've seen down Luxor and Edfu and so on. What was your favorite?
Wow.
Can't you remember the names?
No, everything
you
is
can.
great. I love everything.
Okay.
Probably the first temple we visited, the Temple of Karnak.
Karnak, yes.
And I also loved the Valley of Kings.
All right.
Like, I think it's impressive, all the colors you can see inside the walls and how they are literally still perfect. I think everything has been amazing. And also the mystery of not knowing how they created everything, how the stone is perfect, how the stone is huge. I don't know. It's been very impressive, and to see it in person, it's been very wonderful.
And in the future, would you like to come back here? Would you like to come?
Of course.
Would you like to try our cruise once more?
Yeah, I would do it 1,000 times, and it's been great.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Faliana, for joining us in the podcast. And we would like to see you more here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And now we have reached the end of our podcast with Faliana, and please stay tuned for more.